to another episode of Just Jordan Things. Can you guys hear me? Let's check on that first, because I don't want to say a bunch of things and then no one can actually hear me. How are we doing today? Today we're going to be talking about marketing, and I am kind of restructuring how this works so that people can chime in their questions, small business owners can get access to marketing advice and strategy and all of this consultation without actually needing to pay for a marketer. Benefits you, benefits me, everybody wins. So if you have any marketing questions about your business, this is the place to ask them. And feel free to, if you're watching this on the replay, leave your questions anyway, and I can try to either address them in the next one or reply to your comment directly. So with that being said, let's jump into it. Does anybody have any marketing questions today? If not, I can just share what I'm learning right now, what I am doing with my clients, and some helpful tips and advice for how to proceed with your marketing. Let me take my phone out of my pocket because it's going to bother me. Okay, let's go to what I'm learning right now. So Coursera has a free program that they set up. So it's the Google marketing courses. They're usually, I don't know, like $300, $200 to take the course. And up until July 1st, they have an opening to do them free. So if you sign up for them, I've shared the link on my YouTube before, and you're interested in any of that, go sign up for that right now, because the programs are so informative, and you still have to pay for the certification, but the knowledge is really the benefit there. Like you're going to be learning so much from just having those courses. And it's not just marketing. There's project management, there's security, there's IT, there's a ton of different technological courses that you can take that could help you boost your skills. I'm taking the project management course right now because, for those of you that don't know, that is my day job. That is my 9 to 5. I'm a project manager. I do a lot more than just project manage because that's my do too much gene, but that's the basis of what I'm trying to expand on. And basically with project management, it comes into a lot of organization and being able to communicate with people. And those two things are applicable across the board. For any job that you need, you're going to need to learn those basic standards of organization and communication. The difference with project management is that is your whole job. That you better be really good at communicating and really good at organizing, and then explaining how to help other people stay organized and understand the system that you've developed. This helps in marketing, especially when you are juggling a multitude of different things. You're posting on Facebook, you're posting on TikTok, you're posting on YouTube. If you're posting a specific product, if you're managing the tasks to operate the day-to-day business, being organized is critical, as you probably know. There are a multitude of tools that you can use to help you with that. My favorite is Asana. I use that on a daily basis. I use it for my personal and I use it at work. There are also other tools like Notion, which Notion is my second brain. If you've never used Notion and you love taking notes and making lists, that thing is an amazing tool. What else is there? There's other project management tools similar to Asana, like Monday.com, there's ClickUp, there's so many of them. But those are things that will help you start laying out the scope of everything that you need to see and diving into it and make it less overwhelming, especially if you're doing it by yourself or there's only 2 different people working, a small group, a small team. Those tools will help not only lay everything out so you can organize your brain, but manage the status and make sure things don't fall under the radar, slip through the cracks. And I feel like when you're working in a smaller business environment, it's easy for things to just kind of lose importance or fall off. And, if you're not tracking it, one other person isn't tracking it, it just kind of disappears, even though it could have been important. This is something that I have come across time and time again, where you have a grandiose brainstorm with someone and you get excited about all the things that you're going to do, all of the ideas that are coming up with in that brainstorm to reach new clients. start a new campaign, talk about something different. And then a month in, you're like, oh wait, I thought we were going to build that email list and then send out this. Oh yeah, I'll put that, I'll remember to do that. And then it just never happens. And that's one thing that can help with having all of those project management tools and lists. It's in front of your face. It's basically a second accountability program for you. I use them. I literally titled my Notion board like Jordan's brain, because it's like a dumping ground of everything that I think of, all the cool ideas, all of my bursts of inspiration. It all goes in there. That way, if I need to come back to it in a time when I feel disorganized, unmotivated, procrastinating, I can go there and be like, oh, okay, here's where I've set up a structure that I can rely on, that I can default to for my brain, and I have access to all of that. And the highs and lows, because we all go on a roller coaster of our productivity. Let's see, what else is there besides Notion being the best tool available, I think, personally. You can do so much with it. Let's talk about brainstorms really fast, because I know that it is a generally easy kind of thing to get the concept of. Like, we've all heard of brainstorms before, right? But what makes a truly good brainstorm? And how do you take those items that you brainstormed and turn them into physical, tangible campaigns or actionable items or things that you've done? The brainstorm process is critical to anything creative. And if you have that creative gene, you know brainstorms are super easy. You can just spitball ideas. But if you have trouble being creative or thinking of new ways to do things, the brainstorm process can be a little cumbersome or taxing. So here's my recommendations for a brainstorm. The first thing is to set up an hour at least. Give yourself enough time to not only get into the creative process, but take the pressure off of needing to come up with something quickly. If you are like, okay, I have 15 minutes, I want to think of something. You're going to sit there for 15 minutes and go, I don't know. But an hour is enough time where if you spend 45 minutes going, I don't know, and then all of a sudden the last 15 minutes you're like, wait, but that's a good idea. You've kind of allowed for that time to really experience everything that you could possibly come up with. And the second rule is there are no bad ideas in a brainstorm. Do not shoot ideas down. Do not start to think about something and then tuck it back away. Get everything out of your brain, because what happens is when we start a thought process, if you don't follow it all the way through, you cannot move on to the next thing unless you have gotten it out. You have to get through that one to get on to the next thing. So a lot of times what people will do is they will, start to make lists of things what they think are good ideas. And then they'll come up and be like, oh, well, that's a silly idea. I'm just going to not say that one, not suggest that, not write that one down. But then your brain will keep going back to that one and be like, well, what about this one? No, that's a stupid idea. Well, what about it? Well, consider it. And there's no way that you can get over into the stuff that you actually want to do because you're hung up on that one thing that you think is a stupid idea. Hi, Ingrid. Hi, Jerry. How are you? So the third rule of brainstorm is make it, how do I say this? Don't try to fully form an idea in a brainstorm. You want to get as much out as possible and just keep going. Keep the ball rolling. You don't want to dive too deep into one thing, because then when you're like, okay, cool, we have this like one idea done, you can't do anything else because you've reached a completion point. Hello, Betsy. So continue just going and going and going and take notes and put details down, but then continue on. Keep that momentum moving forward. And then after the brainstorm is when you can flesh out an idea in more depth and turn it into a real concept that you're moving forward with. Because sometimes you come out of a brainstorm and you were so amped up, you're so excited, and then you go back and you're like, that idea doesn't really actually seem to be physically capable, or there's pieces of it that don't really make that much sense, and you might have to tack on to something else that you thought of in the brainstorm and pivot. So those are my 3 rules for brainstorming. I use these on a regular basis. We have brainstorms as a group. I have brainstorms by myself to try to create content as a content creator on my YouTube channel, on my TikTok channel, on my Facebook, all of those different places. I have to think up the ideas for a brainstorm. And a lot of the times, now that I've flexed that skill so much, it comes to me so easily. I can make a video as soon as the inspiration comes. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I know what to do. But that doesn't happen every day. And being a creator, you have to keep up with the consistency of publishing your content, even when you're not inspired or motivated. So that is the difficulty of balancing it, but there is a way to get around that. Let's talk about being a creator really fast, because as you guys all saw, I hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you all so much. I am kind of in shock that I got here this quickly. I started my channel less than a year ago. So to see this much success this quickly is really awesome. And I'm very excited for what this means for the future, where I can go. I'm starting to have brands reach out to me looking to do deals, which is kind of exactly where I wanted to take this channel. I want to monetize it. I want to build up bigger. I want to make this something that can sustain and support my living, which would be excellent. And also, I just really like making fun, entertaining videos for all of you. Thank you guys. I literally couldn't do it without you. I want you guys to know that I recognize every single day that my supporters and my subscribers are what makes my success. So I genuinely thank you all for coming to all of my shows, coming to all of my whatnots, coming to all of my morning lives, coming to everything, always leaving comments on my videos. I see you, I appreciate you, and I'm excited for the future and where we go. I'll have to create some sort of like sticker or some sort of like thing that you can all use to stand out, that's only available to people who have been here from the like very beginning. I'll figure something out. I know there's probably a way. I can see on my end how long someone's been subscribed to me. So I wonder if there is a like, you have to be subscribed to me as of like this date that I can set up. And I'm not technical, so we will see. But I do recognize all of you and I thank you so much. And that's honestly, okay, that's a good transition into the most important part about being a creator is understanding your audience, understanding that you're not creating videos for you and what you want to see. You're creating videos that other people want to see. So you have to be able to get into the minds of other people and make something out of their perspective and not your perspective. And I think that's where a lot of people get hung up when they want to be a creator or they want to start making videos. They default to, oh, I think this is funny, or I think this is, something I would watch. So they get caught in that kind of ego, like, oh, I want to show off what I'm doing. I want to show off how good I look. I want to show off this thing I have. And it doesn't translate across the screen in the internet world. So that is a big part of the learning curve of being a creator. And I have, let me see. I think I can see how many videos I've published on TikTok. No, I can't anymore. They changed that. But I do know I have 550 something videos on YouTube. And that's just a fraction of how many people or how many videos I've created since I started in 2020. So I've been doing this for quite some time and only just recently figured out how to make videos that showcase like what you guys want to watch and not just like, oh, this seems cool, I'm going to make a video about it. It's a very distinctive skill. Let me catch up to your comments. You make me laugh or feel inspired or motivated. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to invoke that emotion with my videos. I want to make people feel good. I want to spread the mental health awareness. I want people to make you feel like you have some sense of common humanity. You're not alone in all of this. The struggles that you're facing, the things you're experiencing, like you're not alone. Everybody goes through something, and it's not bad to talk about it. You have, oh wait, is there Whatnot in Europe? I don't know. They have international shipping, so I would imagine as much. You have one 2 days ago. I don't know what you're talking about. And are you talking about Whatnot still? Oh my gosh. Okay, so update on Whatnot really fast. When you go into the grocery store again, honestly, that was one of the most fun videos that I filmed, and that the chaotic things that happen on my daily basis. I need to have a camera on me at all times. I've said this time and time again, because just the things that I am so like, I'm attributing it to my ADD. It's just like random weird things happen all the time. Like the other day, I fell down the stairs. We were going to bed, and I had just recovered from throwing my back out with my personal trainer. And I was super excited. We were literally walking downstairs to go to bed, and my foot just goes whoop, and I fall, like butt bump down 3 steps and land and completely mess up my arm, mess up my back again, which I was not happy about. But those are the kind of things that happen on a regular basis. And I absolutely want to have you guys laugh with and at me and all of the random things that happen. I'm trying to get Grant to do a video with me, like film one of our like crazy date nights or our kooky interactions, because you guys don't even know. If you think I'm funny alone, just wait until you see me with Grant, because the two of us together just amp each other up, and we get like wild, crazy little raccoons. That's all I can describe it as. You brought things off of Temu. Oh, fantastic. I absolutely love Temu. I have another video coming out, I think next week, about more stuff that I got. And this is really exciting. They're my first paid partnership. So I bought things off of Temu before. I made that whole video beforehand. And then before I even released it, they made an offer to me because they saw my TikToks that I made about some Temu things and other YouTube videos, and they wanted to sponsor a video. So my next video coming out next week is a completely sponsored video, which is so exciting. And the thing about sponsorship, so this is another, tying it back into creators and marketing, making sure that you build that authenticity with the sponsorships and deals that you're getting. And I see so many creators getting this wrong, is not what I'm trying to say, but with a challenge of bringing the authenticity of what they're doing to the sponsored deal. It's a very delicate balance of understanding that people don't want to be advertised to. They don't want to have something force-fed to them. You don't need this. You don't have to have this. It is just a right place, right time when it happens. Understanding that you're making a video and you either want to hit the people that are specifically searching for that kind of thing, or that are in the market for it already. You're not trying to convince somebody that they need something that they don't think they need already. I think that's the big thing about pushing product or selling product, reviewing product. I never want to make you feel like you have to have this one thing unless I specifically say like this thing is life-changing. Then I mean it. I genuinely am saying like it changed my life. It could have the same effect for somebody else. But even that statement, it's not a broad general, like I'm not every single thing I pick up and I'm making a video about, it's the next best thing, right? You've got to have that balance of building the authenticity, people knowing that you're genuine when you're talking about things, and then just also be genuine when you're talking about things. You're thinking Dutch and typing English. Did you get some earrings? I did get earrings from Temu. I got another pair of mushroom earrings, and I got that little hanger, the like earring hanger that one of my followers sent it to me on Instagram like 2 months ago. And I finally bit the bullet and bought it, and I love it. It's absolutely amazing. I'm gonna make more videos about it. It's super cute. I'm not wearing earrings today though. I always forget. I don't understand. They're literally next to my nightstand and I forget to put earrings on. It's a staple of who I am and I forget it. It would be cute to buy outfits for your duck statue. Yes. He actually has outfits that you can buy on Amazon. I've been looking for outfits on Temu for him. They don't have them quite yet, but I'm wondering if at some point they're going to have them. Or I can try to crochet one in maybe like a year. We'll see. You bought a few dresses, wash them gently, but still wrinkles. Any tips from the dresses from Temu? Do you have a steamer? Because that would be the only other option I would know how to do. I'm not a big good at laundry kind of person. Grant, surprisingly, is better at laundry than I am. Believe it or not. I've shrunk many of his clothes accidentally. I don't know how I feel about the clothes from Temu yet. I did buy those workout short pants, and I like them. And I feel like there's a fine line between the fashion clothes that you can get there and the athletic clothes. Like there's a different category, and the fashion clothes, it is so hard to pick through and get something that is not that fast fashion, super cheap polyester material. So I'm still trying to figure out if I want to do a clothing haul from Temu, just because I know it's all going to be unwearable. I did another video that'll come out eventually. I don't know. I have so many stockpiled videos that I don't even know. I'm going to have to up how many videos I publish. But the clothing was so cheap, I could not even wear it. And then these styles were like, my torso was like this. The proportions were completely off. But their marketing was really good, and they had the full criteria of what I look for when I'm looking for a good, outfit on the internet. I found it on Pinterest. The Pinterest picture linked directly back to their website. They had reviews of the clothing on their website. It all looked legit. It all looked legitimate. I could not personally detect that this wasn't going to be a high quality piece of clothing and not be what I ordered, which is quite unfortunate because I spent $120. But once I got them, I did a reverse Google search of the product image, which I should have done originally, and found all of the other distributors like the Sheins and the Wishes that had the same exact product photo, and for $10, for $5, and not the $40 that I paid for it. And now I'm having a heck of a time returning it. They wanted to offer me like a 20% return, or I had to pay the shipping to send it back to China, which would have probably just ended up being the same as not returning it at all. So you live and you learn, unfortunately. But it's hard to find. That's another reason I like doing reviews, is because in this day and age where we buy so much online, it's easier to watch a video of me reviewing something and make a decision for yourself if it's right for you, versus just trying to look at a product photo on a website and read these unhelpful reviews. Video is so helpful in that context of if you're selling something, somebody can see the three-dimensional aspect of it, see it compared to someone, their interaction with it. That whole piece is a better sales process than just having an image or whatever other ways. If you haven't established the trust with your brand yet, it's like Target can send me an email of a product and I'm like, heck yeah, sign me up, because I built the trust with that retailer already. Let me catch up on, yes, free shipping slogan, shop like a billionaire, fantastic. Yeah, and their prices on Temu is shocking when we see them, because it's the same thing that I would have bought on Amazon. Quite literally, I think it is the same wholesalers and distributors. And you go over on Temu and it's 50 to 75% off of what I would have paid on Amazon. And I was already ready to impulse buy it on Amazon for, I don't know, $40, right? I can go to Temu and buy it for $15. It's a no-brainer to me. On the consumer side, it's a no-brainer. Wish should change their name to Slow Boat from China. Yeah, if you're buying from Temu, I will say the shipping times are slower as well. But there's things I've ordered off of Amazon that ship directly from China as well, and I've had to wait. There's things from Etsy. There's things we cannot avoid it. Everywhere we go, our products are from China right now. We don't have the same warehouses and distribution centers set up in America, nor would the cost be effective for all of us to consume as much as we do because we live in a highly consumer environment. I owe you 50 euros for what you bought on Temu. I'm obsessed with Temu, and the app is a little spammy. It's a little annoying. I get it. They are drilling down on every kind of like marketing tactic they can to get people to continue to use the app, be on the app, and there is like a slight language barrier of what they have translated. It doesn't seem like they have a lot of like native American or English speaking people helping build the interface of the app. So a lot of it is like in your face. And I get it, but it's fun. I like it. You're going to start an online shop, Slow Boat. Slow to ship, slow to receive, slow to list. I do want to do a kind of online shop together live. I think that would be really fun, where I do a deep dive of just what can we find on the internet? What random, fun, quirky things can we find? Because as you see, I love the randomest, like, strange items. The more random, strange things I can find, the better. So it would be fun to do a deep dive together. We'll do a live, and then once it gets here, I'll do a video review, and we'll actually see if what I bought online and the criteria of what I look for to not, buy cheap quality things comes through. Dutch people are not so China consumers. You're correct, and that is because the American system is just set up in that way for, I don't know. This could get a deep dive into so many different economic things that have happened over the past 40 years. But the main thing that I see is the problem always drills down to profits over people. And anytime that you have profits over people, and that's where your priority is, if the balance is off and the profits is higher than the people and priorities, you're going to run into some sort of problem. And I stand by that. That is in my moral wheelhouse. You never put profits over people. We are whacked here. We can't buy USA as cheap. It does suck. And I think a lot of it comes down to the margins that businesses want to keep, because we have this scale, right? Of you work at a business and you want your profits to go up year over year, continuously, forever. Everybody is always talking about growth. We always want growth year over year. We want, more. We want more sales, more registered users, more this, more that. And we're never satisfied with, okay, this is what our business is at. This is where we can sustain. And so we double down on more. And everyone's in that mindset in the USA. Literally every single person, when you talk to them, oh, I want a promotion. I want, a bigger house. I want more, a raise. I want to, sell more. I want to grow my channels. I want to make more money off of YouTube. It is impossible to get out of that rut, because that's the only way we can survive here. And I struggle with it so much because I don't like to be in that rut. I like to be able to take a step back and say, I'm doing really good. I'm successful enough. I can sit here and stay exactly where I am and be happy, have a comfortable life. But at the same time, the success we directly tie to how much money we're making, how much we have. And it's a hard balance to live. And if we want to retire ever, people my age, we have no idea what our retirement is going to look like in 40, 60 years. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to retire. So that anxiety in the back of our heads also contributes to that aspect of more, we want more, we need more. It's all a weird cycle. And America is great in some things, not so great in a lot more than what we're good at, unfortunately. What was I talking about though? So, okay, actually, let's talk about Temu and how they're competing with the market of Amazon, because I think this is the most interesting part about them and how they're challenging the marketplace of Amazon with their marketing tactics. What they are doing is kind of called guerrilla marketing. And it's this aggressive go-to-market strategy that makes, bye Betsy, have a good weekend. It makes their profits up front marginal. They're looking for very small profits up front because they want to get users hooked on their platform. They want to become the go-to place. And then I suspect they will reduce their marketing efforts and advertising spend of the coupons and the discounts and the free things and the get a referral if you sign up more people. But the prices might go up a little bit, but I feel like they're going to stay pretty similar to where they're at now because it's a marketplace. It's not like Wish is selling direct from Wish. You're buying from Wish. Whereas if you're buying from Temu, you're buying from an individual seller on Temu. You have to keep up with the economy, but you have to keep up with the economy going up. Yes. And that's one of the reasons. So we can get into a little bit of like the financial literacy, which I was not taught growing up. I was not raised understanding anything about finances, how to set yourself up for success. I was told basically marry a man, you'll have everything covered for you. And then when that didn't happen, I was like, oh, well now what? So having my investment portfolio starting, having my 401k contributions, my IRA contributions, a what's that, high yield savings account, all of those things have helped me now have a little nest egg, a little stockpile of money that I just automatically send money to every paycheck. It just, I don't even see it happen. It just goes. And then I look at it and I'm like, oh, look what I did over there. And okay, we can talk about balancing budgets within your business because this is something that I just recently had to do as well. I had to take a look because my sales on Whatnot have been declining over the last 2-3 months. I went from having $400-$500 months to $300 months to less than $100 months, which is part of the reason that I am pivoting away from it. It's not making enough money for me to continue doing it. With the amount of time, effort, work, money that I spend on it, it's something that I can cut out and then refocus my efforts into something that's going to make me more money. But knowing where that balance is so that you can make that decision is incredibly important. Because if I didn't have a spreadsheet tracking all of my costs and my input output levels and have the color coding of if this number falls below this amount, it turns red and there's my deficit, I wouldn't have been able to pull the trigger at the right time to say, I'm not doing this anymore. And I would be out hundreds, thousands of dollars even before I realized like, oh, this isn't making me any money anymore. So the accounting part of your business is so important to keep track of. And just a simple spreadsheet can help you. But having a line item for every single thing. So when you buy packing peanuts, when you buy tape, when you buy boxes, the tax deductible things that you're contributing for your business, whether it's internet, whether it's part of your home that you're writing off, all of those, you can create a formula to determine what your equal out number is going to be. And then you put in your average sale. If you've been doing this for a long time, you can take a 12-month period, average up those sales, and divide it by 12 and kind of get a monthly average. Because you have high months, you have low months. So you want a consistent average because your cost to spend is usually going to be average. But if you haven't been doing it very long, like me, I've been doing it for maybe 7 months, 8 months now. I take every single month as it is. And I know it's summer right now, so maybe it's just a dip right now, but I don't want to take that risk and be out several hundred more dollars, countless hours of my time for something that I am not really passionate about the same way as the other things that I've been doing. Never ordered something online, nothing on Amazon. Oh, you haven't heard? Okay, so let's go back to Temu's strategy for how they're getting people on their app. So there is a discount coupon referral code strategy that they have. And if you go into the app, there is a section that says get free things, I think, or free gifts, something. And there's a multitude of different games you can play. So they've gamified this kind of recruiting method that they have. And what basically happens is you have to invite people, and once they download the app, you get rewarded with free things or additional coupons or money. Like they will straight PayPal people that are inviting a bunch of people. So they have a very tactful strategy on how they are trying to recruit more and more people onto this app. And that's why a lot of people are calling them a pyramid scheme, because they recognize this whole, well, if I invite someone, I get paid. You know, if I invite 10 people, I make this amount of money. But that's not how pyramid schemes work. Pyramid schemes are one level more, where you recruit someone and then you get paid when they recruit someone too. That's not what Temu does. Always move your portion raise amount to auto, move to your investment. You will never miss it. I 100% agree. The lifestyle creep is so real, and it's hard because, so right now we're in this kind of planning phase for what we want our future to look like. We're already looking at more expensive homes. We're looking at this ideal lifestyle we'd like to live. We want to go vacation more. This is why we want to make more money, so that we can go do more things. But that quickly goes into, we're right back where we are now with how, you know, we're able to save money. And we definitely take into account, like we do the 70-30 method. I think I actually do a 60-40, where I set aside 40% of my income to savings automatically. Just, I don't even see it. And then that 60% that I still have left over, I also have a automatic savings calculator that will take money based off of my purchase history. Like it analyzes my bank account and spend history, any automatic payments, and will just start tucking money away into a separate savings account for different goals that I have. If you're interested, it's called Opportune. I absolutely love it. It helps me so much because I can set up a Christmas budget and I can just automatically set it every single year. I want to save this much money by November 1st so that I can buy Christmas presents. And before I know it, I have $500-$600 in there, and I did nothing. And it doesn't make it so I have to stress out around Christmas time and think about a heavy credit card bill, because it's already there. The trip that we're going on to Italy, I knew how much flights were going to be. I set it up a couple months ago, and when I had to go buy flights, I had it. It was ready to go. Same with birthdays. I do this for Grant's birthday. Every single year, I make sure it's a reoccurring goal, and I'm just tucking away a little bit of money at a time. And what I like the most about it is it analyzes, again, your spend. So it's never taking more than what you actually need as a baseline in your bank account. And then additionally, it has a like low bank account warning. So you can set a specific amount. So if your bank account ever falls below that amount, it will automatically put money back into your bank account so that you don't overdraft on something. So a lot of great things about that app. I don't think it gets talked about enough because it is a lifesaver for my ADD. I'm one of those people that I look at my bank account and I'm like, okay, I have this much money to spend. I have $600, I spend $600. And then what happens? I go buy something and then I'm like, I have $600, I'm gonna spend $600. And I forget to deduct the amount that I already spent. You bought for the first time something on auction, did your research, you won €1 an antique desk lamp. Wow, that is fantastic. Did you buy it on Whatnot or did you buy it on eBay? Whatnot is great for that live auction aspect, but I think right now with the economy, it is a hard sell because no one's really buying things that they want or impulsively like they were before. And this transitions how you market things because you need to focus on the why people need this and not the why people want this. And it's a very different conversation because people are still buying things. But the reason that they're buying things is a little bit different because they're nervous about what's happening that's in the back of their mind, right? Like what's happening in the economy, what's going to happen, the uncertainty of the future of the next 6 months. We don't know. And that makes people not spend. Oh, you didn't get it. Gotcha. Catawiki? I haven't heard of that. Knowing I'll never get something so grand and free again in your mind, you sold it the first time in auction I won. Gotcha. Okay. Hello, Dozer. Would you like to say hello? If you can figure out how to use your animals in marketing and write off some of their stuff, let me know because it's time Dozer starts paying the bill. Maybe I should just start a YouTube channel just voicing over from Dozer. It's gonna be Dozer's channel and he'll review products with his sassy little tone. Would you like that, Dozer? I think he's indifferent. Hey, buddy. I think the live auction format on Whatnot is so interesting, especially when you take into account the way apps like YouTube, like Whatnot, like TikTok are trying to grab people's attention. So we've gone away from the Facebook feed or the Instagram feed where you can see multiple things at once, right? You can see a feed of, when you're scrolling, you can see a couple different people's images. It's not just one thing taking up your entire focus. Whereas now we're transitioning into this phase where everything you're seeing, you're consumed by one thing. The video takes up the whole screen. You can't watch multiple Whatnots at one time because you have to be in one auction. You have to give all of your attention to one place. And I think it's really interesting to see the shift in the popularity of different apps that are doing that. They're saying hello to you. He doesn't care. I'm sorry. I think he's watching Daisy because she's sitting on the floor right there. And so he's like, she better not get up. She better stay right there. Now you don't want to do it anymore. It can be hard to get over a disappointment or something that we feel like we did wrong and kind of get back in the horse, get back on the saddle, right? That's the common phrase. But I've learned to change the way I perceive a disappointment or a failure or a mess up. And it's something that we have to change our perspective, right? We can't learn anything new without trying something new. So you may have messed up, sure, but what knowledge did you learn from it? How was it a beneficial experience in the end? How did it get you to where you are as a whole? And I think that can lead into toxic positivity, right? We don't want to mitigate the negative experiences we have. They still suck. They're still annoying. And it doesn't make them go away to change your perspective on them, nor should it. But like for me personally, I can look back at what I learned on Whatnot, right? Now I'm not selling on Whatnot anymore. I decided to make a change. But I learned a lot of really helpful things there. And I can take that knowledge and I can help sellers because I have that firsthand experience doing it on top of my marketing experience. So I can tie the two pieces together in tandem and become a stronger marketer to hone in on that experience. I can relate more to the language that they're saying, the things that they experience in a live sale. Daisy, don't. You're being chaos. Don't be chaos right now. Can you help me about Whatnot? Maybe we can rule it. I tried to rule it. Whatnot is, okay, goodness gracious. Those are, here, go. Fat boy, just, okay, well, exist there then. Just don't help me at all, that's fine. So Whatnot is an auction platform. I don't actually know if it is available in all places yet. Don't eat that, whatever that is. What are you eating? Are you laying on my teeth? Now I have to wash these. Oh, we're back on my Invisalign, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. I knew it was going to happen. But I had a month break. I recommend never taking a break from something that's terrible and miserable, because then you live the experience of not having it, and then you have to go back to it. Hate it. Hate that. But yeah, I don't know if Whatnot is available everywhere. I just thought of that. Hi, Daisy. No, you can't see her. She's right here. She's literally just out of frame. That's you, huh? It would be fun to, I don't know. It would be fun to just be the personality on Whatnot if I had somebody else to list everything for me, to ship everything for me, to promote my sales, and just go on there and be the auctioneer. I think that would be a lot more fun. Then I could rule it, but it's a lot of work, man. Anything worth doing is a lot of work, but the experience that I have with doing lives like this, Whatnot did help me with that. Don't eat my teeth. It helped me get in front of people more. It helped me talk to a room of no one, right? If you don't have people chatting and commenting and you're just kind of blabbering on about nothing, right? That it helped me practice that skill. And doing that every single week for the last 7 months has definitely helped me gain a better presence online. What else has it helped me with? Oh, now my nose itches from Dozer. My ability to research things. That has definitely. I would love a personal assistant. It was actually on my goals this year to hire a personal assistant. And I feel like I'm close. I feel like if I get one more client, and this is something I'm actually talking to with my mom right now, is helping her with her marketing. I'm thinking that if we kind of like pair up and I help her with her marketing and I have a personal assistant or marketing assistant rather, kind of do all the tactile things, and I just come at the high level and say, like, here's the executionary of what we need to do for our marketing plan, and then pass that off to someone. I feel like that would be the perfect system to get all of those things going. I am not cute like you. Honestly, I'm not cute half the time. You're cute when you feel cute. So you just gotta find what makes you feel cute, and then you're cute. Look at Stanley. Stanley's wearing a shark costume. I think he feels cute. I wish I could give my confidence to everyone around. That's the main thing that I wish I could give to everyone, is just like little bits of my confidence. Not that I wouldn't have it anymore, but like show you guys how I built my confidence, because I literally was like 0 4 years ago. Before any of you guys met me, have heard about me, I had no self-worth. I had no self-confidence. I was anxious. It was just that epitome of someone who was letting everything else run their life. And from what I learned, and this is why I want to become a content creator and share all of this with you, I regained the control of my life. I doubled down on my marketing skills. I doubled down on my professional skills and my interpersonal experience. And I went from not having a college degree, not really having any formal education into marketing, and I talked my way into a job, basically. And now I'm here. And I've learned so much, and I want to share all of that with you guys, because if you just have that little voice in the back of your head that tells you keep going, or tells you, you know, like you can do it, imagine what you could do, right? We all have something we're like, oh, I wish I had the confidence to do this, you know, whether it be something small or something big. And you're like, oh, I just wish I had the opportunity to do this. What would happen if you could? What would happen if you did it? Because that's what I had. That's what I was. And it was just every single day was, oh, if I just had one big break. Oh, if I just could do this one thing. If I just had the confidence to, you know, do this one thing. And then I did it. And then my entire world opened up. And that's what I want to motivate other people to feel like they can do. And that's why you guys are here. And that's why I'm here. And that's why Dozer's here. And that's why Grant's here. I will tell my mom. My mom is actually coming out, not next week, 2 weeks. Rachel's coming to visit me. And then after that, my mom is coming to pick her up. So at some point, my mom is coming here. Maybe I'll make her go get on a live with me. And then after that, I'm going to do a live yard sale, I think. We'll see. I'm trying to figure out. So everything on my inventory right now, I am going to do a giant yard sale and just like clear everything out. It's all gone. I'm done. We're done reselling. I have 5 giant racks in my garage of everything that I had listed, everything that I had cleaned, everything that I had taken pictures of. So like worked so hard to sell. I'm just going to garage sale it all off, start fresh, have my garage back, and Dozer and Daisy will play in there or something. I don't know. You like Jordan, if you would not believe in me, you would not subscribed. I appreciate you. Okay. It is almost 3:30. I've got friends coming over to make bread with me later, and I need to go get all-purpose flour because I'm out because of how much bread I've been making recently. But on Monday, I have a bread making live with me. If any of you are interested in making sourdough, join me on Monday for that live. You can get a starter off of Amazon. I did find a live starter that you can get off of Amazon. Just feed it the day before. That's all you got to do. That is the baseline, and then we can make bread together. We can hang out for like 3 hours on Monday. It'll be great. We're going to bring bread to the 4th of July. And obviously, Ingrid, you probably don't have 4th of July like we have 4th of July. But it'll be fun nonetheless. You'll have bread. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for liking and subscribing, because I forget to say that every single time. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye, everybody.